Hey guys! Let me turn down the music a bit. Yeah, we're doing SMP art. It's one that I've been working on for quite a bit, or like a few days ago, but I wanted to try finishing it today. It's specifically Glow and her little statue that she showed on stream a while back of Dove. So I've gotten like quite a bit of work done with like the background and stuff. But I'm still trying to work out this wall because I'm not used to drawing that. Uh-huh. Yeah, I forgot where I saw it, but I heard, like, I saw a tip for art and everything where it's like you have to work on the background first before you get onto the people. That way you can incorporate the people, like, a lot smoother. Because a lot of times, if, for like my art, for example, whenever I try to do a background in the past, my dog's barking again, my people would stand out a lot. I meant to do a stream earlier today, but one, I woke up pretty late for my time. I woke up at like 2 p.m. accidentally. I set an alarm for like 10 in the morning, but I probably like woke up and then turned it off and then like went right back to sleep. So that didn't really help anything. So then I so then afterwards I took care of a lot of like at home stuff before starting and then kind of vibed by myself a bit before this. Oops, wrong brush. I feel like the most tedious part of art at times can be the coloring in this way, where it's just a lot of blending and just waiting for everything to look nice and neat together. And it looks very messy. It's like one of those where you have to like definitely trust the process. Oh yeah, and Grace, thank you for the follow earlier. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out and just kind of vibe with me while I draw. Yeah, definitely one of the reasons why I don't like doing backgrounds too much is because they're not as fun to do as people, I think. But I feel like they're necessary as like a way to level up as an artist. At least for like myself. Kind of like um my idea of leveling up for myself. Because I want to be able to draw the fun things in like fun situations, and sometimes it's easier to do that when you have a background than just like a blank colored um background. And some people can draw like super beautiful landscapes and everything. Like concept art always looks so cool. Concept art is like one of my favorite things to look at just because of how unique it always looks. Especially like the landscapes, like the concept art for like worlds and everything. For like movie worlds and stuff, it's so cool to look to see. Hey Viridian. Yeah, this definitely doesn't look pretty right now, but I'm hoping it'll look better in the end. I feel like that's a lot of what my art is just trying things out and hoping they'll work out later on. Gonna have to find a way to make this stick out, because this is kind of supposed to be more forward, so I might have to edit a lot of this part. That might be a time for like after all this blending of colors. Bear? Are you talking about Glow over here? Yeah, I gave her a little bear tail. Yeah, I think this is my first time drawing Glow, technically. I have some quick little sketches in random notebook that I have like in real life. That's kind of like how I like to start a lot of my drawings. I like to sketch them first in real life, and then I'll later do them again digitally. Get like a small 5-minute one and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, it's just something like, I feel like I do better when I draw them first in real life and like on paper than later on like the computer. Yeah, line art's a tedious job, I think. But I think I like line art better than coloring, honestly. Because color theory is not something I know too well. Like, I don't know the basics of like opposite colors kind of like match, and like when you're shading, you usually want to use cool colors and warm colors to like imitate sunlight. But when it comes to choosing my own color palettes, sometimes I get stuck. I am not good at making up color palettes on my own. Which is why the internet's usually helpful a lot. Can you eat it? Is color theory an instrument? I'll say color theory is definitely easier than music theory, though, that's for sure. Music theory intimidates me a lot. I don't know, I feel like you don't need to know a lot about music to enjoy it or to enjoy singing it. I think it's like only if you're going into it for like a serious career where you'll actually need to like learn about music theory or anything like that. Yeah, I was kind of forced to learn about it this past year in my band class because when COVID happened and we went online, it was basically impossible to play anything as an entire class like we would usually do. So, on certain days, our teacher would just make us learn about music theory instead of trying to play. And I'm gonna be honest, all that I learned, it's gone. It's out of my brain. Let's see. Let's try... Okay, we have to paint over this part quite a bit. Okay. Let's try to connect it like kind of like this, going in where it's almost touching the other wall. And then after this blending, we'll go in with probably these like little highlights on the other wall. And then after we get a bit of line art going so that the shapes are more clear. Oh, I'm glad my art's inspiring. I think you said earlier, like, all the stuff that you want to draw is, like, spoiler things? I mean, you could probably still draw that stuff and then maybe just send it to, like, Glow or any of, like, the people who are writing. I don't know much about comic writing. All my experience is trying to imitate like webtoons and everything. I feel like making a webtoon would be really fun to do. But like that's a ton of work. Alright, let's make these in-between lines thinner. I hope my computer doesn't crash, oh no. Okay. One of your friends. Yeah, I feel like it would be a lot more complicated process than it seems. Like, I think with comics, you have to be, like, both an artist and a writer sometimes if you're not working with, like, one or the other. So you have to know, like, how to write a story, how to make the characters, how to, you know, like, have a good plot that makes sense. And then you also have to know how to draw people, you have to know how to draw backgrounds, you have to know how to pace the story. Oh yeah, the way they format their comics is like vertical instead of like the book style. So it does make, I like the way it has like that unique effect of where like you can have like the scrolling panel. So you can have like one long, large picture, and that could look really cool and stuff, but it also seems like weird to draw at the same time. Chop it into bits, yeah. Oh no. Take care of yourself if you have to. I know drawing, like, you have to, like, you're usually supposed to, like, stretch your hands and stuff. Okay, that's good. Yeah, there's, like, specific stretches that you have to apparently do to make sure that you don't, like, break your wrists or your hands and stuff drawing. Like, you wouldn't think it would be a dangerous process, but apparently it can be if you do it too much. Okay. I'm just gonna take this. And then... Oh. That sounds hard. You can't bend it like back a lot. I think I kind of get it. It's just like where it just like stops and doesn't move back anymore. That sounds like it could get annoying. After the talk about like knees and like legs yesterday, my legs were feeling weird. But that might have been just because I was sitting at a computer for so long. But it was very apparent in my mind that my legs were just feeling off today. I was walking around quite a bit today, going back and forth throughout my house. So I got some exercise. And also walking the dog. Feels funny kind of doing this because I know I'm just gonna like almost erase it by the end of this, so I feel like it's for nothing, but I think it makes a small difference. See, it looks too shiny right now, so then I have to like go back and then womp womp womp, just kind of like basically erase it, just leaving it a little bit on the edge. And also take it off of the transparent layer. goodbye, shiny whiteness. For now. I feel like I have to go back sometimes and just make sure it's not too bad. I think I need to make these. That's the wrong color. There we go. Let's see. Like this one could be bigger, I think, and then just a bit lighter in general. I don't know. I'll see as we go. I don't know if it's because I've been on break for a while or because I woke up late, but today didn't feel like a Saturday to me. It felt more like a Sunday or like a Wednesday. Feels like a Thursday. Like it just didn't feel like a complete weekend. I don't know. I feel like that needs to go like there and then whoosh. Let's make this rock bigger. Time is a weird concept. Yeah, time's a weird concept because earlier today I was looking at Star Kid musicals because, you know, a certain someone watched one on stream yesterday, and it kind of reminded me of how the first time I watched Star Kid was like, I don't know how long ago. It felt like I was like little because I watched the Harry Potter musical that they made. Because I was like on a big Harry Potter trek on YouTube with like the Potter Puppet Pals and stuff. I was like wondering, when did that come out? And apparently that came out in 2009. Which is kind of crazy to me because it seems like it should have been like in the early 2000s. So that means I probably watched that like 2012, 13-ish, I'm guessing in my head. Because that doesn't feel like it. That feels like it was a lot farther in time than it should be. And also thinking about time, there's the idea of like where I kind of been thinking about where I was last year, like right now. Like I'm pretty sure during spring break last year, I was probably in this exact same room, but trying to make a those like worms on a string. I was trying to make it out of yarn though, and that was taking days to complete and stuff. But it's weird to think about that wasn't that far off ago when the whole year of 2020 just felt like forever. I never finished that worm. I think it might have gotten thrown out. Yeah, I have no idea. I can't even see it in this room actually. Oh, I'm kind of sad. I was thinking about that worm a lot, and I was wondering if I wanted to finish it, but guess not. It's lost the ages. I think this is looking pretty good so far. I need to erase some places and make them not as white, because I think it's too shiny for rocks in the background. So note to self, use a lighter color next time. Or not a lighter color, a darker color. Oh, that's chill. Did you find out an idea for you to draw? And you don't have to answer. Actually, because I realize you're gonna be drawing now. That's cool. Oh, I see. Ah, interesting. I feel like I specialize in short-haired women. There was a long time when I was younger where I couldn't draw men at all. Like, if you look at a lot of my, I feel like if you look at a lot of my characters that I draw, you'll find them just having, like, shoulder-length puffy hair, just because that's the one I like to draw the most. I used to struggle with, like, men a lot. It wasn't until, like, I think last year where I actually started drawing men in a way that I liked, because, I don't know, I just couldn't get them down. Like, I have a lot of my old sketchbooks from when I was, like, in elementary school and stuff, and it's just all mostly women because I did not like to draw men. It might have been an anatomy. Yeah, that's how you say it. Anatomy. It was also mostly hair too, I think. Because I'm not too good at short hair, I think, on men, or just like short hair in general, you know? Like, I'm good at shoulder length hair and kind of like medium hair. Long hair kind of gets tricky, but it's always like short hair where I struggle the most. So it kept me from drawing men for like a long time. And plus, I just wasn't interested in drawing men, I think. Like, I have these 3 characters I've had since, like, 4th or 5th grade or something. So I've had them for a long time. But I never drew, because there are 2 girls and a dude. And I never drew the dude before. So it would always just be the 2 female characters drawn, like, in doodles everywhere. And then never the guy character. Because I could just never draw him in a way that I liked. But I can now. So now I like drawing the 3 of them together. Something I do when I get art block is, because we were talking about comics earlier. Something I do when I get art block, I keep a quote or a things in my note app, like quotes, like those incorrect quotes thing you'll see like on Tumblr or Twitter or wherever. And I'll take some that I like and I can imagine my characters in, and I'll just like write those down in the notes so that if I ever get like art block but I have like that urge to draw, I can just take stuff from that notes from the quote book in my notes, and I'll just draw those in short little comics. Yeah. Actually, ooh, I might show, I kind of want to show some off. Hold on. Oh, because I draw them on here a lot. Let me see if I can get them up. I had them in a thing, but I was working on one before and then I got distracted. Oh wait, never mind. I don't have it in the... Okay, hold on. I guess... Can I open it like this? Will that work? I guess this kind of works. I won't show one because it's hard to read, but and it'll probably be small on screen, but whatever. Let's see. No, that's not what I want to press. There we go. So yeah, I draw these in like little, they're usually black and white comics, just some quick things. Like this, everything. Yeah. Like that one has hard to read text like this. Yeah. I'll do it like that, and that helps me get like that urge to draw out of my system if I have art block. And then let's get rid of this and then get back to the actual drawing. There we go. There we go. Oh, need to do these lines over here too. Make this thinner. And then, let's see. We'll need to do the lines afterwards. I'm trying to get more places where it's too angular and make it more round to imitate the look of stones. I think, like right here, make it more round right there. And then right here, we can make it round like that. Also, it's very blue, so we can just move that brown in a bit. Not too much, because that's still kind of shading. And then that's too white, so then we get like a gray color. Alright. So we can just get this line and then start outlining these a bit so that the crack in between is more darker and more apparent. Also, let me see. Trojans. I feel like foreheads are a weird thing to draw. I have to make sure this actually sticks out. Hold on. And then what if we go like this? Kind of color over that. There we go. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's sticking out now. That's good. Kind of hard to see, but it'll be fine in the end. And also, if we need to, we can also go like that. What layer did I draw those on? Oh. Huh. Oh, okay. I'm just so confused. Why is that on a different layer? Alrighty then. We'll just merge those layers together. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna make these pop out a bit more. And boop. Okay. Now the tedious part of going in between all the stones. And then coloring in any sharp corners to round out the rocks. And then, not everything has to be perfect, because later on you can always paint over it. I feel like digital art is a lot more forgiving than traditional art. Because one, you're not wasting paint, and then two, you have like all these layers so that so that if you mess something up, you can just always delete it later. But that isn't to say that digital art is easier than traditional art. It definitely took some time for me to get used to. First couple of times I drew on here on a tablet it was not pretty. Alright, I think we're getting close to the top. And then once we get to the top, we can start painting the rest of this part of the wall, and then we'll be almost done. Oh, I see. Oh, yep, we're almost there. And boom. Alrighty, and then we combine that to the bottom layer, and then we'll paint out this area to make this wall stand out against the other part side. So it's kind of like a column in a way. There we go. Okay, yeah, and then we can also use the multiply layer later to darken this side so that this section stands out more. Once the wall is finished, we can do the sky real quick because I want to add a quick crescent moon and some stars, maybe some clouds, and then we can move on to the actual statue and Glow herself. Don't know if we'll get that all done in this one stream, but we'll see how far we can get. Maybe this needs to be more. So, and then there we go. Oops, wrong brush. I feel like that's kind of tilted. Hold on. Push. And then go up here. Go in a kind of straight line. Yeah, I think we need to thin this side of the wall. To right here. Whoosh. And then okay, yeah, that'll probably look better. Lots of trial and error in this. And then this one, kind of like that probably, yeah. Okay. autosave is nice, but sometimes it scares me because every time I think my computer's gonna shut down or something. And then it's final. Okay. Cut this part out. And then I'll go like this. Yeah, those autosave things it does are basically my way of like making sure I save. Because right afterwards. Because I forget about saving art and things like that. So I'm glad as of like right now my computer's pretty good about that. I think it's only crashed once in the past, and that autosave like did a lot for me. Because if I don't remember what the piece of work I was drawing was, but if I know that if my computer ever crashed and I didn't get that drawing back, I would never try to do that again. I would just give up immediately. Make sure this side isn't really... Kinda is. Let's just fill it out anyways and see what we got. And then whoosh. And there we go. That part looks a little strange. Yeah, I should just go straight, yeah. Okay. Slightly wonky, but we can work with it. Okay. And for these lower stones, we can kind of blend out like so, so that the outline isn't as deep cutting. Sometimes it's a good idea to go out a lot so that you have a bigger view of what you're drawing instead of going super ultra focused on the details. And Legend of Zelda always has good soundtracks. I feel like they're one of the most like iconic game series for their soundtrack and stuff. Like even if you're not really into the Legend of Zelda games, you'll always like at least hear one of the songs at least once in your life, I feel. Speaking of game soundtracks, I think I've been really obsessed with like listening to Kingdom Hearts soundtrack again, because that one, Kingdom Hearts, their soundtrack has a place in my heart. Slight pun there. I feel like it's the music in Kingdom Hearts that made me really fall in love with the game more than anything else. Like, of course, with like the characters and the story in a way. And it definitely helped I got into it a while back because of my family and their love for the game too. Like, the first game came out, I think, in 2002, so I was like young. But I remember seeing my brother and aunt play it. And it was cool to watch. That doesn't look right there. Also, that looks too bright. Yeah, I think it's certain places we can add these little pebble looking things. Let's see how that looks. How's that looking so far? It's getting there. Let's see, and then that looks kind of too round, so if we just square that up a bit. There you go, that's better. Then get these dark corners, kind of blend them out so that they're not as harsh. I think you need to be more square too. And then with that, I feel like this place needs some blue. Just random splotches of blue everywhere. Yeah, a lot of what I'm doing right now is just completely random. Just trying to make it look like it makes sense. But does any art really make sense? I feel like art wasn't made to make sense, so it's fine. I'm brain barfing. Yeah, basically. Or you can also, I think, or also like a printer maybe. Just printing whatever images come to your mind out. I feel like that's a thing that exists in a lot of like sci-fi things. Like a brain printer where you can just kind of print whatever comes into your mind. Let's see. This one could be like that. I think that's concave. I forget what's concave and convex. I'm pretty sure. I always forget which one is like inside and which one's outside. Let's see, and then round that out a bit. Then paint over. Boom. Maybe make this side part a little bit more square. Okay. No, that's not gonna work. We might have to go back and do more highlights. In certain spaces. Up here, here. And then we go back in and kind of blend those out, but not completely get rid of them. Then we'll have this column of the wall done. And then I think the next parts will be hopefully quicker, because they're mostly hidden by the statue. I think from far away, it kind of works. I feel like the lining in between the rocks is still too dark. But that is, I feel, something we can work on at a later time. I say as I'm working on it now. I think it's the perfectionist in me. I want to try and get it just right. Sounds like someone's either pouring sand or dragging a tree outside in the neighborhood. Honestly, it shouldn't faze me now with like, there's always people, especially on weekends, having like parties and stuff. But yet still, every time I hear loud, annoying noises outside, I'm surprised. Actually, there we go. Okay. I think something we can do so that we can get a change of pace from the wall is do the final line art for the statue of Dove and Glow. Because even though it seems kind of like neatish enough, I want it to be more neat. So we can do that now. Easy thing to do would just be get rid of everything like that and then go in. Get hair first. Hair is sometimes one of the most fun things to draw just because of how loose and wavy it is. Dove, my beloved. I'm struggling on this chin here. For no reason at all. I am highly struggling. Viridian, I think you cursed me with the struggle with the chin. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, there we go. Getting this. I don't know what this is called. I guess. I don't know what this type of dress style is called, where it's like connected to the neck and things like that. We're getting this done. And then we'll get the shoulder right here. Then we can also start on these little feather ears. I don't know if there's an actual term for these, but they're cool. And then right here, and then there's two right that, like that. Okay. There we go. And then the hair kind of goes right here. And a side ponytail. I just realized this is like, side ponytails were like that joke in anime where it's like if you're a mom and you have a side ponytail, you're always destined to die. Ugh. That curse got to Dove somehow. Make sure that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And then draw, think of these as feathers in a way. Oh yeah, the hand. Kind of want to give her like big loopy bracelets. There we go. Draw the hands in a way which I hopefully will like. Hands that are not in a peace sign or a friendly wave are the bane of my existence. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. Good, if not maybe slightly tilted. I think that's because I tilt my head. I think I tilt my head when I'm focusing. So it always, all my drawings are always slightly tilted. It's just very apparent when you flip the canvas. I don't feel like flipping the canvas right now because I'm too scared. Like a puppy. It's definitely something I notice I do when I'm like writing, like taking notes and stuff. I'll feel like my head is like closer to the desk than I realize. They're not super centered either, so let's see. Go out a bit and then kind of slightly center this. Might mess it up with proportions, but it's fine. Arm. Yeah, okay. We'll continue on with the arm like this, because that shawl around the arms I want to be kind of see-through, so line art is still there, and then we'll draw that later. There we go. Then the belt. Can I get 2 good circles? Kind of. The circle gods were kind to me today. Oh yeah, I also want to continue this like feather top-ish look. And then so you can get this all in one line. Close enough. I think that's close enough. And then go down this way. Connect these sides. That fan out. Maybe not as deep as lines. And this one goes right here, maybe. There we go. Do this on a different layer, since this is gonna probably take some time. Okay. Focusing really hard on this. As you can tell, I cannot draw lines straight for my life. If you hear barking, that is definitely my dog being dumb and seeing random stuff. Also, roses are red, violets are blue. I invite you to come over and abduct cows too. Oh. That's a bit more level. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get this bottom part of the dress. Well, that was pretty close. Maybe rotate it a bit. There we go. Oh, we're doing pretty good today, alien robot. How are you? I wonder if I should add the feathers down here, kind of look. I'll be honest, I usually don't draw feathers. This is all quite a new experiment for me, in a way. Aw, well, I hope you'll feel better. You'll start feeling good soon. Alien robot. Maybe there shouldn't be any. Maybe it should just be straight. Oh, so what I'm drawing is here. I can get the full thing. So it's from our Minecraft SMP called the GlowlieSMP. So I'm drawing a character. It's the person who owns it, Glow. She has a character as drawn down right here. You get down like that, right here, who has a giant statue on her base area, of a character named Dove. So I'm kind of drawing that scene right there. And I can show you what I have so far. So I have like the backgrounds. I have a part of the background done. I got tired of working on the wall, so I started working on some line art for the statue. Yeah, so we're almost done with the line art for the statue. We just need to get the face and then the wings, I think. We can do the wings now, since I like doing the face, so I'll save that for last. And with the wings, the easiest thing to do will be to draw one and then copy and paste the other. Because it is not cheating, it is using what is given to you. Maybe that should go like, not right there, but maybe right there. I don't know if that looks good, so maybe just a straight line. There we go. And then we get these feathers. And then okay. Definitely concentrating really hard. I go very quiet when I'm concentrating hard. No, I want that to pop out, I think. So let's just go like this, and maybe kind of angle it a bit more out. Angle it a bit more out, it'll pop out from the rest of the wing. And not make it look as blocky in a way, I think. Let's see. I think that looks decent all right so far. And then down here, finish the rest of the wing off, at least of the outside wing. as... Oh, maybe I need to rotate to get it to my liking, yeah. There we go. Alright. And then this, like so. Okay, yeah. And then this part of the wing. I don't want it to look too structured. So I feel it looks too structured a bit. Maybe not as big. Because the way it's going this way. Maybe I just need to look off from the sketch to get a better feel for it. Maybe like that? Maybe we add a bit more of those like smaller feathers up here. No, I don't think so either. It's that weird part in art where something looks okay, but it doesn't look exactly as you imagine it, so you just want to keep fixing it until it does. Oops. Okay. For now, I think we'll keep it like this. And then we could change it later on if we feel like it. Oh shoot, I forgot I did that all in one layer. Okay. So I just want to copy the wing. So we're just gonna have to lasso only the wing to the best of our abilities. Alright. Okay. this part. Just basically get all the parts that are near the body first, so that it's easier afterwards to get the parts not near the body. Whoosh. And whoosh. Okay. Cool. There we go, and then we can just copy and paste. Flip horizontally. And boom, second wing. Adjust it a bit to fit. There you go. Oh, maybe it needs to be more rotated. Like so. There we go, I think that works. And then erase and add any parts you need to. That, erase this feather, this part. It's a random strand right there. There you go. Or a straight line, okay. There you go, now we can get to the face. If the eyes were our main focus, I would do the same thing as I did with the wings and kind of copy and paste. But I think with closed eyes it's a lot easier. So that's not too much of a problem. Just gotta make sure it's... Okay, we're gonna flip this thing. And then we got the nose and the mouth. And finally, we have a little golden headband thing. And boom, I think we're done. Yep, I think that looks pretty good. And then we just need a little glow down here. So we'll get rid of that. And then get the hair first. And then get this other part of the hair. And then her hair kind of goes up and over her shoulder, like so. And then it's gonna go over her short cloak. And then she also gets bracelets. And since she's smaller, we don't pay too much attention to the details. Like if these hands were bigger, I would add nails, like if a finger was better or bigger, I would add nails and these little lines that you have on your knuckles for details. But since these are small, they're simple blocks. Okay. Let's make sure this kind of goes like that. And then we can fix this arm. Make this arm look a bit better before adding the bracelet. There we go. And then erase anything from the inside, and boom. And though it looks crowded there, it'll look better when we do start the coloring process. Little bear ears. And then the hood part. And then the other ear. Maybe make the hair a bit more thick right here. And then I imagine the hair kind of like going down like that. If that makes any sense. Like this is her hair still kind of hanging. And we got shirt. Bear tail. And then we're moving on to the legs. I feel like maybe this one needs to be more out like that, perhaps. And then it's kind of squared at the knees when they're bent. Maybe that should be thinner. Technically it would thin out like right around there, but since she's wearing boots, it looks thicker than it should be. It's fine. Okay, and then that part, little laces. Same with this foot too. And then there we go. And this leg also kind of bends like that. I think that pose is good enough. I don't know if I'm entirely happy with it, but it's fine. I don't think you need to be entirely happy with with every single piece of your art. for it to be good. And then her cloak is lined with this leaf pattern or vine pattern. And we're going to darken this line a bit. And then crisscross on either side. And there we go. There's maybe a fourth finger there, is it very good? Okay. Then face. Or actually we need to rest that hood right there. There we go, and then now face. We zoom in very close for that. And then since this is less detailed, just go like that, and then there we go. And then we erase the part of the statue that's hidden behind glow. And there we have it. Oh wait, forgot this part down here. There you go. Actually, we should make sure that, where is it? There it is. They're in line with the background. I think we might need to move some things around, so let's undo all that we just did. And then we'll move the dove statue sort of back this way. And then glow is kind of moved up a bit. There we go. Then this part of the statue returns. Wrong layer. This part of the statue returns, and then erase that one only, I think. And there we go. Boom, line art done. Which means I think we can get rid of the sketches then. Actually, I have a reference in there for glow. So we'll keep the reference, keep the line art, get rid of the sketches. And then just so that when we're doing the rest of the background, we have a solid color behind them. I'll fill these in real quick so the background disappears behind it. And when we're doing coloring like this, we can only go on the outside so that later on it'll be easier just to fill in real quick to cut some of the process. Make it a tad faster. I think that will be colored in because that would be her arm and shoulder area. And then we can just go like that. Get the wand tool. Oh, we have to get rid of the background first. And then we can fill that in real quick. And let's just get this color. Or actually, we'll get this color. Or a darker color so that she'll stick out a bit. And then do dove coloring. I might add a pattern to the dress later. Like I think there should be a pattern inside. I just remembered the shawl. I forgot the shawl for Dove. Can I go all the way back? I think I can undo all the way back there. Hold on. If not, then I might have to do that later. Oh yeah, okay. Right. So we just need to move. Or actually, here, this is what we'll do. I forgot this shawl part of the statue. So we can get rid of that sketch, and then on another layer, just draw this part in real quick. And then this part. Half of a pizza? Dang. That's impressive. But it also sounds pretty good right now. What flavor pizza did you have? Hawaiian. Hawaiian is ham and pineapple, right? I know there's a vendetta against like pineapple on pizza and stuff, and I don't like it myself, but I see that other people do. Food is food, but like I've always been like a picky eater and stuff. So like when I eat pizza, I only eat it with like plain cheese. And then I'll add like Parmesan cheese on top of it if I want to. I'm one of those people. Get the dove statue, and then get this layer and just move it on top. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. I think we'll just keep these on 2 separate layers for now. And then now we can get rid of that. Right? Right. I'll also lessen it a bit so it's not as crowded right here. I feel like there's a lot going on right there. And not enough down on the dress. So that's why I think I want to add a pattern or something. I don't know what though. Anyways, back to square one with coloring everything in. I like looking at my recent colors. Oh, it's just all grays. You can tell all these purples were from that. Actually, no, never mind. I was about to say those are probably from the animatic I drew. No, those are from the background. Look at all these grays I used for just for the wall. Autosave means I save. And then now we're back to square one with filling in Glow and the dove statue. Fill in the outside so that you can just use the wand tool to do the rest. Technically you could do the wand tool on the line art as well, but the pencil I use leaves like these little, it's not like smooth lines, so it doesn't always fill in completely, and that kind of bugs me, so I trust myself more to fill in the outsides before going in the middle. I just really liked the texture of this pencil brush, and I think I like textured art more in general. Oops, there you go. And then on this layer, we'll go in with dove coloring. Get a random dark color, and then actually, I might need to do that below Glow. There we go. That makes more sense. I wonder how I'm gonna make the stone texture on the statue. If there's a way for me to do that. There might not be, and that's alright. I think just being gray will give enough emphasis on it being a stone statue. Get these little edges. And then we can skip that part. Go up here. Keep accidentally hitting my arm on the thing holding my mic. The way I set everything up is very scuffed. I have like this little rolly shelf that I have my mic on right now because I can't put it on the desk, or else you feel like it is too close to my tablet and computer. And every time I press down on like anything, you can like feel and hear the vibrations of the desk moving too. The other feather ear, and then get the hair. As much as hair is fun to draw, sometimes coloring it in is a pain with the way I draw it, because I leave a lot of like empty spaces at the end for me to fill in, if that makes any sense. Like right here, these two ends don't connect, so if it wasn't inside the wing, it would be a pain to color in. can fill in the head here, I don't care. And then the next wing. After this, we just have the dress part, and then we'll be good to go. I would just zoom out, but that might leave little cracks in color, which I do not want. Okay. And now I can zoom out and make sure. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's all fine, okay. Wand, fill, bloop. Get any spots I might have missed on my own, like up here. And there we go. Filled in. And now we can put that all in one folder for later use, so that it's not too cluttered. And we can focus back on the background. And you can see which parts of the walls are hidden and everything. So those parts we won't have to paint in. Actually, that's a sketch too. I don't think we need that sketch right now. So we'll just hide that. Let me do a quick stretch. Oh, my elbow just popped. Alright. You can get back to the wall, I think. Cause see these little cracks, they still look like, if you compare these two sides, these ones still look too dark, I think, and not as blended together. So I think I just need to blend it out like this. If that makes sense. See? It makes it less, like, not as harsh lines in between. I might have to do that with every stone, but that's the price I have to pay for making a detailed wall with individual stones such as this. Oh, that's the airbrush. I don't need the airbrush. I need my paintbrush. Oh, there's an ambulance or some type of siren going off out there. And then we can get brighter colors to kind of, oops, don't want to do that. Kind of stick it right there. Then if we need to, kind of go in with a lighter color in between, so it's not as harsh. Also these parts right here. You can use the pencil brush to kind of iron those out a bit. No, I think this one sticks out a bit more. Okay. Right here is super harsh and not as rounded. I want all these rocks to be pretty much rounded. Maybe round this one out right here and then make this one jut out a bit. And then this one, no, maybe get the darker color and shade it in like this. And then blend that out very messily. And then lightly go in there so it's not as harsh. Oh, and then we need to get this side too. Well, this side isn't as bad, I feel. That looks too straight. Let's... I might have to stay straight though if it'll make sense. Oh well. And then up here is kind of harsh right here, so let's just thin that line out. That maybe work better. I think that's fine. And then what happens if we just go like this, get the airbrush, just get on this wall, side of the wall, and then I'm just gonna test what it looks like. It's not gonna be that dark. I'm gonna change the opacity of the layer a bit. Do that, get rid of everything outside. And then I'm hoping if I darken this part and then I'll lighten this part, it'll give the illusion of this being more behind than this side. I think it kind of does. Cool. All right. What time is it? 12:16. I think I'll end it here for now. And then yeah. Because it's getting kind of late and I actually need to start working on my sleep schedule, unfortunately. Yep. So that'll be it for this stream. I don't know when I'll next be streaming. My first guess would probably be the weekend afterwards, because weekends will always work best for me. But it'll probably be more art, or maybe even Minecraft. Oh wait, I forget. Isn't there's events in the GlowlieSMP happening kind of this weekend, yeah. So that might be fun to stream. Yeah. If I don't work on this piece of art on stream, then I'll definitely be posting it on my Twitter, or maybe Glow will post it on her Twitter if she wants to. Kind of like what Baguette and Turbo did for their piece. And then I'll also be posting it to my Instagram. And I've been thinking of either making a separate VOD channel or uploading my VODs onto my normal YouTube. Yeah, I'll just end it here. I don't know about rating. Yeah, I think I'll just end it off here. Alright, see you guys later.